Hey everybody, welcome back to the DRich Show. This is DRich. Today is April 5th, 2021. How's everybody doing this Monday? I hope everybody's doing well wherever you guys are. You know what? It's been a while since I've been on, and you know what? As you guys know, I took a little breather, took a little break, took a little vacation, which was well deserved, well needed. And I could tell you right now that sometimes when you have an opportunity to take more days off and they're available to you, I suggest that you do that. As you guys know, I went out to Tennessee, and if you see me put out a video on Twitter, just a short video on Twitter, expressing my excitement. Excuse me for the language, but you know what? Tennessee is very vibrant and very people friendly. Southern hospitality, I would call it. But anyway, folks, I hope that you guys are doing well. Hope you guys had a wonderful week off. Hope you guys had a outstanding Easter if you guys are celebratory when it comes to Easter, for that matter. And then, I hope you guys are doing well with your portfolios. I see that, we got some action over the last week. And today, we're going to talk a couple things about Tennessee. And then we're going to move forward. There's a bill that I want you guys to be made aware of, that has been brought up. And then we're also going to connect some dots as to why we might have a little price appreciation with XRP. But anyway, if you guys are new to the channel, thanks for tuning in for today's video. Whether you're on Rumble or you're listening to me on Anchor .fm, YouTube, wherever you might be, I appreciate it. Go ahead and hit the Rumble button, hit the thumbs up here on YouTube, and things like that. Share the video, share the content if you think someone will enjoy listening to the DRich Show. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to give you guys a big heads up because, as you guys have noticed, if you guys have continuously faithfully listened to me produce videos or put out videos, you notice that I haven't put my intro or outro. I am currently going through changes with the channel, how I want it to progress. So, I'm looking for, something different. Not that I will go back to an intro or outro. I don't know quite yet. But we are doing a total makeover to the channel. And, I think that there's some exciting things coming up. Because at the end of the day, I think that, when you go and get clarity and you get free from your element and you go to other elements, you get an opportunity to clear some things out. And, you want to figure out what you want to do. What is your next move? What goals have come upon you that you were inspired by when you go on a little vacation. And I've been inspired, and again, the vibrancy of Tennessee has just brought me back to a place where I need to step up my game, step up my pace, and you know what, I'm appreciative of having had the opportunity to go on to Tennessee. So anyway, I don't want to bore you guys with that, but I think that Tennessee is right up my alley, and we might be going out that way. And I'll tell you a couple reasons why here in a short bit. But we're gonna get right up into this coin market cap, guys, because we got Bitcoin's dominance is dropping. As you can see, is at 56%. Ethereum is at 12.3%. So guys, some of that money is starting to trickle down into the other assets. And if you've been listening to me on this channel, I've always encouraged you to get other assets, not necessarily call other assets shit coins, or crap coins, whatever you want to call them. But anyway, Bitcoin is trading at $59,841. Ethereum $2,135. And Binance coin is just very, very impressive at $376.63. And Polkadot is still in the top five, $44.41. And Cardano is at $1.21. And my lord, XRP is at 88 cents. And guys, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know what is prompting it, but I have a theory. And as we talked about previously on this channel, if you've been listening, we had Good Friday, we had the Passover, we had Easter, we had the resurrection. We talked about that on the videos. And also, we've also talked about the full moon upon us, and some other things coming up with the SEC case, which is tomorrow, and then some other things shortly thereafter. Anyway, Uniswap is still in the top 10, $30.97. And then you got Litecoin at $214.61. Chainlink wrapping up the top 10, $32.39. And you got Theta that just had bounced out, but still hanging in there at a number 11, $11.79. And as you can see, guys, Stellar's at 50 cents. Tron, that coin that was at a penny, is now at 14 cents, up 21%, 116% over the last 7 days. And then you got BitTorrent. And if you heard me on this channel, there was no reason for any one of you, ladies and gentlemen, not to have had 100,000 of these at the very low price that it was. Not even a penny. You had got that fractions of pennies on a dollar, up 237% over the last 7 days. So, you know what? At the end of the day, do not let people talk you out of money, because that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to encourage you to get that money. And I'm going to tell you, there's been multiple times that I've made mistakes, and I want you guys to learn from them. And hopefully I've shared a few mistakes that I've learned or have I experienced myself. So anyway, guys, go ahead and get that diversification on. Do your due diligence. Always do your research. Don't take my word for it. I'm only just giving you what, works well for me and where I get a good bang for my buck on my return. But anyway, guys, the reason why we wanted to go to Tennessee, this is not one of the reasons. This is just one of them that I like, is that I'm pro Second Amendment. Okay. Tennessee legislator passes permitless handgun carry bill, which now has to Governor Bill Lee. So pretty much, guys, if you guys are into, Second Amendment, and you guys are all about, your rights to bear arms, things like that, Tennessee is a state to go to. And, you have other states that are, about, their constitutional privileges that are afforded to us. So that's one reason. If you're not into guns, okay, no problem. But you know what? I'm here to protect you if needed. And plus, it's just something that is part of the job that I do when I do work. I do executive protection, security executive, things like that. And I do high-end profile details from time to time, which I've been known to do. But, that's just that. And if I were to move to Tennessee, I was talking to a buddy of mine who I hadn't seen for almost 20 years. He had reminded me when we met up in Nashville. It had almost been 20 years. But, I was looking at some job opportunities, and I said, what would I actually do? And he had brought to my attention that I would be, I could become a bounty hunter. I know it's kind of, a tricky job, but, there's some qualifications that, I fall right in line with to becoming a bounty hunter or whatnot. So, for me, I just got to get back into, my physical shape, things like that. Or perhaps own a security company if I was to go out there. So that's kind of where, I'm looking at. Those are part of my goals. I've always wanted to get out of California because it's not a place for me. I'm more, you know, I'm more like a country person. Have lived in Iowa for 8 years and Texas for 2 years. I'm more like Southern. I'm more like Midwest, more like people friendly, things like that. So, in California, you talk to somebody, they might rip your head off or look at you crazy because it's kind of unusual for a person like myself or anyone to speak out of, the kindness and without having some sort of motive. People think that, you have some sort of agenda or motive, but that's not here nor there because it doesn't change who I am. I'm going to continue to be who I am, a good person, speak to everybody, hold doors open, things like that. And that's just the way I work. But anyway, over the weekend, I did come across this. Congressman Mooney introduces bill to end federal taxes on gold and silver. This is coming from FX Street. Okay, this was dated on the 30th. And this is on March 30th. U.S. Representative Alex Mooney from West Virginia today reintroduced sound money legislation to remove all federal income taxation from gold and silver coins and bullion. The Monetary Metals Tax Neutrality Act, H.R. 2284, backed by the Sound Money Defense League and free market activists, would clarify that the sale or exchange of precious metal, bullion, and coins are not to be included in capital gains, losses, or any other type of federal income calculation. And the reason why this is coming back up, guys, because I do believe we will be going back to some sort of sound money that is backed by precious metal or backed by a basket of precious metals of some sort. So this is important for me to pass this along for you guys to get into the precious metals idea of maybe adding that to your portfolio. Anyway, I'll continue my view, which is backed up by language in the U.S. Constitution, is that gold and silver coins are money and are legal tender. The Representative Mooney said, if they're indeed U.S. money, it seems there should be no taxes on them at all. So why are we taxing these coins as collectibles? Acting unilaterally, Internal Revenue Service bureaucrats have placed gold and silver in the same collectible categories as artwork, beanies, babies, and baseball cards, a classification that subjects the monetary metals to a discriminatorily high long-term capital gains tax rate of 28%. Sound money activists have long pointed out it is inappropriate to apply any federal income tax regardless of the rate against the only kind of money named in the Constitution, and the IRS has never defended how its position square up with current law. And guys, again, if you guys have been listening to this channel, I do speak of the Constitution a lot, and I do speak about how people get to choose their currency. They get to create the currency, not these people with the central banks get to produce and print money at their whim, and we are responsible for it through taxation, overtaxation. Okay, you go to work, you get your taxes, federal, state, whatever, if you have those in your state, especially here in California. Not only that, then you go to a store, you're getting taxed again. You get taxed over and over again. So at what point do taxes fall under the means of not even really having them? Okay, so guys, I'll continue to leave this in the description so you guys could go over it. I want you guys to kind of learn some of this different stuff, go over it, kind of get your mind wrapped around these things actually happening where we will not be taxed on certain items here in the future. And moving forward, we wanted to talk about this from 11 News and Ripple versus SEC. The next big event is April 6th, which is tomorrow. For motions to steal is just a sideshow. And guys, I'll get into some of this. I wanted to go over this at the bottom. As we can see, I don't know if the price appreciation has to do with any good news, potential good news. I don't know if there's been any leaked information or anything like that. I haven't come across of it quite yet. But there's been, several, April Fool's jokes. Who knows? In regards to a settlement, I'm not sure if that's true or not. If it is, great. If it's not, we still have to move forward and kind of keep our eyes on the prize. But the price is very much so appreciating. We're appreciative of that. Okay, and again, guys, don't go sell your whole load and call it a day, because there's going to be more price appreciation later. April 6th hearing could bring new momentum. As we can see, attorney Jeremy Hogan summed up the documents are merely a sideshow and pointed out the next big event will take place on Tuesday, April 6th. That's when a telephonic discovery conference will take place to discuss Ripple's motion to disclose the SEC documents regarding the classification of Bitcoin and Ethereum as non-securities. Hogan stated, in the SEC versus Ripple, there has been a lot of activity regarding motions to seal documents and some other minor disclosure issues. One should not lose sight of the forest for the trees. These motions are not critical to the case. The next big event is the April 6th hearing. Hogan further stated that the fight may be becoming personal for the SEC, or does the SEC believe that there are PR issues at play here? This probably won't affect the case directly, but a letter from a securities lawyer to Ripple saying it will likely get sued and subject employees and business partners to litigation is not good PR for Ripple, even if it was for the past 9 years. So guys, we got a lot to look forward to tomorrow. We don't know what's going to happen. But we do know that we got to keep our eyes on the prize as far as that is concerned. And to the Canadian people who are listening to the channel, happy Easter Monday to you guys. Okay, I know you guys are celebratory today for Easter. So, we'll see what happens. And then on top of that, let's just go back and, I think it's a lot of things at play here. And my time frame has always been March, April, by just some of the things that I look at, in the news, whether it be financial, political, whatever. I just kind of try to know that they're in the same position, all in the same boat, trying to work itself out to get discovery. And I believe that we're on the brink of something magnificent. And I do believe that this Coinbase IPO also has something to do with it. Because if you go back, if you recall, there was a lot of XRP headed to Coinbase not too long ago. If you guys remember me talking about it, there was a lot of XRP headed over to Coinbase, and I believe that was in preparation for the clarity. I don't know if there's going to be clarity for XRP, but hopefully there will be some clarity, some understanding. Hopefully, with the, price appreciation, I don't want it to be where we're getting to a greater price appreciation, and then guess what? There's a letdown, because sometimes that happens with XRP. So I kind of want to get you guys, I don't want to put nothing negative out there, but I do want you guys to always know that with dealing with XRP, there's always good, but then again, there's always that drawback. Okay. But anyway, Coinbase is set to have their IPO, which I believe is on the 14th. It will be listed under the ticker coin. I do believe that we will be adding some of that to my stock portfolio. I'm not a stock person, but I do know that there are several stocks that will most definitely be successful, and I do believe Coinbase will be very successful when it comes to having a stock on the stock market. But anyway, guys, keep your eyes on the prize. Do your due diligence. Continue to educate yourselves as far as picking up some books, some good material. Try to progress yourself, promote yourselves, doing what you want to do. I'm getting close to a point where I'm really ready to go all in with, creating content, producing videos, podcasting, whatever it might be, whatever this might lead me to. I'm ready for it. I think that, even if I do Tennessee and, I do become a bounty hunter, I don't know. But, it looks like I will be heading out that way. And that's, I guess that's one of the goals that we all would have, besides, these clothing articles and fast cars or luxury cars, or maybe one or two. Excuse me. But, what do you want as far as, do you want a home? Do you want these type of things? These are the things that I'm looking forward to. And, with, profit, with gains and, life-changing wealth. Yes, I do want those things, but I also want to be able to help promote others in the process. And this is why I think that transitioning from, my current job to something else, like content, creativity, things like that, this is kind of where I want to go. And I want to be able to be on time, produce, my videos on time, my whatever, set up interviews, meet with different people in the crypto space, and things like that. And this is what we're about to do, and sometimes you just got to trust in yourself, believe in yourself, and go for it, and don't look back, because when you begin to doubt yourself, you'll never, get out of your own way to actually see what you can do. Because the only person that's going to believe in you is yourself as the individual. Most definitely, you're going to get my support as far as, trying to remain positive and upbeat about anything and everything. So anyway, guys, I don't want to, ramble too much, but I'm happy to be back. I hope that the video made a little bit of sense. It's been about a week or so that I've put out a video, so I'm kind of trying to get my marbles back, so bear with me. We'll get through this week, and we're going to get through this week with some very, very good excitement, some good news. Always remain humble. Don't splurge if you take your profits. If you take profits, park some money to the side, invest in other assets and things like that, so you don't waste your profits. And if you're going to do something, make sure you make it count. Anyway, guys, have a great rest of your Monday. Have a great week, wherever you may be in the globe. I hope that everything is well and you're in good health, good spirits. Okay? Again, always do your due diligence. Always do your research. Continue to read. Continue to promote. Anyway, guys, God bless. Take care. And as always, treat everyone with class, dignity, and respect. Bye-bye.